So we know it's a very powerful force in developing your persona, that you're going to look at your mother as the template for your persona. Now the mother, of course, has a shadow as well. So this is a simplified example, but you have a mother who is stay-at-home. Her shadow would be what? What do you think her shadow would be if she's a stay-at-home mom? Yeah, the career woman. To express her talents and all that. So now the daughter is growing up and observing the mother, and she says, when I grow up, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom, I want to be a career woman. So this becomes her persona, right? So what is in her shadow?
Her mother.
Yeah, stay-at-home mom. That becomes the shadow. It's an example. Yeah, of somebody that rejects the mother's shadow, or rejects the mother's persona, I'm sorry. In simple terms, right, you're either going to identify with your mother's persona or you're going to reject it. In which case you're identifying with her shadow. It crisscrosses. Well, here's the problem, right? Because she becomes a successful career woman, but in her shadow is a stay-at-home mom. Now, what do you think is going to come up when it comes time to relating romantically? What is she going to project unconsciously onto the relationship?
That he wants me to be a stay-at-home mom instead of control.
That's right. It's going to feel that way. It's going to feel like this person is, yeah, it's a trap. Run. You'll see it in three-dimensional living color. We've seen a lot of colleagues go through that where they're married already, and of course they got married maybe 20 years ago, and now the woman steps up into a bigger role and makes a lot of money, and maybe the guy is not willing to change or able to change, and relationship falls apart. Because really, where is the issue? It's in the unconscious mind, in your own individual unconscious mind. You can arrange the external any way you want. If you don't deal with the unconscious content, it's not really going to change. You're just going to be coping with an uncomfortable situation or something like that. You want to get at what is the shadow about. And the shadow is all emotion. It's not only about love, right? That question, am I worthy of love, kind of plays into this, right? But it's also, am I worthy of success? Because the reason the child, in this case, the reason the daughter looks at the mother for her cues as to what persona am I going to take, is that the daughter needs to borrow the mother's power, right? The mother is the nurturing one, the one that takes care of her, the one that gives her life, nourishment, comfort. The daughter needs some of that power. Mm-hmm. If she sees that the mother has no power because she's a stay-at-home mom, she's got love, but she doesn't have power, she's rejecting love. And she's saying, if I want control, if I want power, I need it to be the career woman. Now this is, again, this is simplified just for an example, right? Each individual is going to go through their own version of this, and different levels of it. But it's a useful way to think about it. It's a conflict between love and power. You need the power. The child always needs some power, but you also want love at some point. Because the career woman in this case essentially is rejecting the stay-at-home mom and putting in the shadow, she's placing love in the shadow. Right? It's rejected. We're intentionally not bringing in the father just to keep it simple, but the same dynamics are going on with the personality of the father, except he's a counter-sexual element, and a lot of the way women, or the daughter in this case, would see men would be her relationship with the father as well.